The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Short throw to Smith. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
17-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's a good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Steelers 7.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers.
This is Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you. Try and score when given the opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 13 at the 38-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Smith, incomplete.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That catch good for only a couple. On second down, here's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate. And I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work out. Gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's Brit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beat.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger will throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A first down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They snap it to Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Henry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 47 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Sean Evans on the tackle.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The tackle. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. They'll run with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 12.
Tannehill now to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we have come to half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Khalif Raymond now. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Tannehill's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On first down, it's Samuels. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it again with Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to punch it in with Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
And he puts it through. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 28-21, a minute 38 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants... Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing